is Jean and Bramley.
And Avery.
So today we covered swivels for follows. We did a footwork variation for leaders also, but I'll go over the swivels first for follows. So we started with our one going to the right, and meaning our knees to our right, and then we went to the left. And we wanted to make sure that we picked up our foot and actually took steps on each swivel. So we did 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can walk it forward if your leader happens to bring you forward. And so we wanted to make sure that we were, again, getting our knees all the way to one side, then the other, while keeping our mass still in the center. So instead of pushing, we didn't want to do the disco. We wanted to keep it right in the center and get those knees swiveling. Again, you can vary it from little swivels to medium swivels to huge swivels, depending on the music, and that's how you can make your swivels very musical. So even though it's the same thing, it's just varying how you do it to match the flavor of the song. So then we also added our triple step swivel to the left to set up our first right swivel. So we went 7 and 8, and then we had a big 1, 2. So if we did that all the way through with some footwork in the middle, so we get 7 and 8, 1, 2, triple step, 5, 6, and 7 and 8, and right, left, triple step, 5, 6, and to the left, then right, left, triple step, yeah? So then we did put it together with our leaders. So it looks like this. I'll do it from this angle. We had a 1, 2, triple step, 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 7, and a 1, 2, triple step.
And we just could give our follows a little extra time. 1, 2, 1, 2. We even practice walking our follows forward.
1, 2, 1, 2, triple step, step, triple step. So that 1, 2 again is taking the place of your rock step.
And we just wanted to get our follows comfortable holding it in place or being drawn forward and not abandoning the swivel but keeping it going. So show one more angle on that. So as we're going through, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 7. I could just let Jean stay here, or I could be walking her in a direction, and then we can exit with our swing out. And you'll notice that none of those different variations in place or walking affected Jean's center of gravity. She kept her weight right over her feet and kind of a stretch feel. We also talked about for leaders, instead of breaking our follows swivel with a rock step and really leading a strong rock step, I just wanted to maintain some resistance or stretch and then move my body back and then let our arms expand because my body comes back a little bit, and then we resolve back in instead of pulling or pushing.
Yeah, and then leaders did a footwork variation.
Yeah, so for leaders, we had a little kick out on 1, 2. So we wanted to hold our balance. I talked about framing our body with our right arm. Helps with balance. It also creates a little bit of a line. We also had a kick step, 7, 8, 1, 2. And we wanted to keep a pulse so that we didn't lose the rhythm. So I could have 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 1, 2. We also did one other rhythm, which was almost like a triple step feel, but more of like a rock step placement because I end 1, 2 on my right foot, and that was a 1 and 2. And it was just tap, tap, heel. So you hear that same 1 and 2, but it's 1 and 2, and I'm on my right foot, so it's more like a rock step. So putting that together with our follow, we had 1 and 3, 5, 7, and 1, 3, 5, 7, and 1, 3, 5, 7, and 1, and 2, 3, 5. Could drop the kick step, boom, ba ba ha, boom, ha, boom, ha. Boom, dot, ba-dee. So really just trying some different rhythms. We also worked on scatting, so we wanted to take our dance out of big 8 count, 10 count, 6 count blocks and just make it about 1 and 2. By having smaller pieces, we can fit it more easily to the music. And we did a scatting drill where we just correlated our scatting to our footwork. So if we were doing triple steps, that might sound like da da dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da da da, dee. If I started stepping, da, dee, da, dee, da, dee, da, boom, boom. And we just played with putting it together with our steps. So if Jean did hers with her swivels,
Whoosha da da do, ba da whoosha da do, da
I might have ha, boop a dee ha, shoot dee ha, boom a dee ha, doot da dee. And then we even played with just changing our 6 count. So instead of being like 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 7, 8. We had da dee da da dee da da dee ha, da da dee da da dee ha. Boom ba dee ha, hoo ha, shoot ga dee da, hop ba dee ha, boom.
So we really just wanted to get out of counting, but if you had to count, we wanted it to be 1, 2, 1, 2.
Or
so everything
a triple,
is 1, 2.
a 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But ultimately, our goal is to hear a rhythm from the music, internalize that into a scat, and have that scat just flow from our bodies. So we're almost more being told what to do by the music than thinking, hearing music, what can I do, especially if it was in a big 8 count block.
Yeah.
So you guys did a really good job, and we'll see you next week.